This is Kiss, my badge for the fans, by the fans, covering the best league in the world. Match week 32 for the next one, and then 31 for some of them like Manchester and Chelsea. So Manchester City and Chelsea is having a game this morning, this next morning lah. So if they draw, basically Liverpool is handed the league title, and we
So
can leave.
City cannot draw and cannot lose, is it?
They have to win.
They have to win.
They
Okay.
have to win. Yeah. So if let's say they draw or they lose, basically the next game Liverpool is facing Manchester City at Etihad
Yes.
and will be lifting the trophy at Etihad.
with the
Wow.
guard of honor.
Yes, with the guard of honor.
Really?
So that's one scenario.
Okay.
If let's say if let's say Manchester really did beat Chelsea, after if let's say Liverpool play City and then we beat them, we will still win the trophy at Etihad lah.
Right.
If not, if let's say it's a draw, then we have to depend on the next game versus Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Yeah.
So basically, Liverpool needs three more points or equals to one win.
2 points. 2
2 points. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
2 points
2
only.
points.
Yeah.
Just 2
So
points.
City has to win. Earliest is within the next game we can lift the trophy. In fact, by tomorrow morning we can confirm already. If let's say they draw
They
lah
drop
or
points,
lose lah, they drop points lah.
Yeah.
But
Happy,
if not,
with a smile, are you?
if not, I cannot say this without smile. Sorry, sorry. But if not, it will be just another 1 or 2 more games lah.
Okay, so they just need 2
Yeah.
points, and then City cannot drop any points at all. Lah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
the trophy, right? When will it be presented? Let's say City draws, right? That means Liverpool confirm champions. So is it presented to them in the next game?
Next game lah against City lah.
Against
And
City.
So
yeah,
even though it's away, so is the trophy is given to them lah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But if let's say City win and the
City
next
win.
game where Liverpool against City, Liverpool wins, the following
Then-
game lah, right?
no,
No,
the
I think
game
that very game.
the
That very
very
game.
game also. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be standing
I
by
see.
already.
Wow.
They already know all the scenario lah.
I basically memorized these scenarios before COVID. You know lah. That's
30 years ago.
So it doesn't really matter after that lah, right?
Yeah, because we still have seven games to play.
Yeah, the next few games for Liverpool is Villa, Brighton, Burnley, then Arsenal. So you know, and then for City is Chelsea, Liverpool, Southampton, Newcastle, and Brighton. Yeah, but I think within the next 2 games lah, I think Liverpool would have lifted it lah. It'd be nice
Hopefully.
to lift it at Manchester City, is it?
Yeah.
At
It will,
Etihad.
That'd be nice.
it'll be nice. Yes, it'll be very
Because
nice.
it doesn't make a difference whether they lift it at Anfield because the crowd is not there, you see?
Yeah.
However,
So there's no
I mean,
bus, right? There's no bus. Those double-decker bus that
The
you have
bus
to go.
parades, yeah. Not yet.
Not yet, huh? So what's
They
the plan here
postponed.
for celebration?
I
Postpone?
heard there's gonna be a postponed parade once the COVID, eased off in UK and all that. But I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Klopp say that we'll just celebrate even if 1 year later we want to celebrate.
Let's
That's
just
our
celebrate.
that's our right to celebrate already.
I'm actually the general secretary for the official Liverpool Supporters Club Singapore East. There's actually 2 supporters club in Singapore, OLSC Singapore and OLSC Singapore East. Both official supporters club but with different agendas, but both pertaining to the parent club lah. So if you ask me what were our plans in case we lift the title this season, right, which we were kind of expecting, actually we wanted to hire a top double-decker bus to go around the island.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
but we realized that the route for the bus is actually only confined to the city area because they don't go to the estates and all that. So it's fine. So we were actually planning to do that, to lift up the trophy and then just sing some songs for a good 2-3 hours.
Hey, the timing must be right, bro. Because now general election, people think
Yeah.
you campaigning.
Who is this new red party?
But it's not gonna happen lah because of this COVID, right?
Yeah.
So that was something. And But then if you ask me on a
It's a cool
personal
idea,
level,
no?
right,
Yeah.
I'm quite not say overexcited that we're lifting the cup this season, because I think this may sound a bit arrogant, but actually we see it coming. Because when actually Klopp took over, right, if you actually track the progress from the first year to the second, third, and the current year, right, you can see that his objective is actually to lift trophies. And when we won the Champions League last season, you know that this is coming.
Yeah.
Especially getting so close to lifting the title last season with City. So it's just a matter of time. And I know that rival fans will say, "Oh, it's because this club didn't turn up this season, that club didn't turn up this season." It's the same thing like yesterday's game when Liverpool played Palace. People will say that Palace didn't turn up, but the reason why Palace didn't turn up was because Liverpool was just too good that Palace couldn't even turn up. So that's something that I think even if you
look
hate,
at Just Face. Shit.
yeah, even if you hate Liverpool, right, you have to concede that they play extremely good football this season.
Yeah, I think from the statistic, right, they say that
I
Palace
want to
didn't have.
remember this quote because if I say it, then I want to get the same reaction from you guys. Okay.
Okay, yeah. What's the code?
What's the
Yeah.
quote?
But what Idris said, because we turn out better than the other team. So if I have to boast about it, then you better suck it up.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you think about it. that's your thing. Okay.
Because it
Okay
must
lah.
be fair. If you know, you guys will like, if a Man U fan boasts about his team, then you're like, whatever, you know, that kind of thing.
No lah, where
I
got?
see.
I know this is your year, so
Not just lah. Yeah.
Some
Yes.
lah. Yeah.
Yes. I think you're expecting a lot more of these things, right, Satish, after this weekend, maybe after
No,
Liverpool.
but I mean, now that the league is very open, very competitive. I mean, in the last 5 years, we've seen domination by City, which is basically bought. It's not a cultivated success.
Illegally.
Essentially, you could say that.
Yeah, what? They're under investigation, right? Yeah.
Yeah, then like what Idris said, like there was a lot of indicators when they hired a good coach like Klopp, and there was like a pipeline plan, right? They had new owners and they had a good coach, and then they bought the right players. They were not the superstars, but they bought good players. They invested, and look at that, 3 seasons, I think, with Klopp. You know, they are at the pinnacle. It's really the pinnacle because last year was Champions League, and now, you know, champions of England.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a built-up process. Well, City, they basically went out to buy people, and then eventually they even hired the best manager at his level, Pep, at that time at Barca. So it's bought success. So with Liverpool challenging again, and then the likes like my team, United, we are also I mean, I can dare say that we are doing something similar as to what Liverpool is doing by hiring a young coach. And of course, in our case, Ole is a legend.
Yeah,
so he definitely has to make sure, you know, the club builds upon this and goes through success. Because Klopp is a young manager in Germany. Basically, he was not very successful. I mean, he did win Bundesliga. He won, you know, a few trophies, domestic club. When he come into England, he had that vigor. He brought all the frustration, I think, from Germany to England and say, look, I'm going to build a great team, and they are not going to be super.
Klopp was Dortmund.
Yeah.
Klopp was
Yeah.
Dortmund.
So I feel like it's very exciting because I'm definitely looking forward as a football fan that now that you have the Chelseas have invested very greatly. They've got a good mix of players now. You've got Tottenham coming in, not too far behind. You've got Wolves challenging. You've got Sheffield United.
And Arsenal.
I was waiting for him to slip it in.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna omit Arsenal because that's how much you've dropped.
Yeah, I won't put in Arsenal also actually.
You cannot see Arsenal challenging in the next 2 years because you have not invested in the right players.
Yeah. Talking about
you
players,
look at Leicester.
Yeah.
You look at Leicester. Leicester has invested on good players. They got Tielemans, who's a young, energetic midfielder. They've got NDD. They've got good players coming through the rank. Harvey Barnes. So they are all coming up.
And they got Rodgers now.
So they've got good players in the ranks. Whereas Arsenal, the youth players are not good enough.
They don't have a good leader lah. And the sad thing is that right now the players in Leicester and Wolves right, if Arsenal want to buy them right, nobody will come to Arsenal. That's the sad thing. You know, from Wolves we are doing well. With Leicester also, we are doing well. Why would I go to Arsenal? It's like a downgrade. So that to me, as an Arsenal fan, that's the sad part lah. That's the depressing part.
I think it's karma. You know, one of the.
Oh, it's karma, is it?
Why karma?
I think because I think it's Arsenal. Okay, you know why?
So
Arsenal
your
TV fans.
bench showing on the picture, you say karma. Your
No,
bench
wait.
Okay, never mind.
No, wait, because I feel like Arsenal. Okay, now we are in a local Singapore talk show about football, right?
Okay.
But if you really talk about who really came out with that concept, you definitely have to credit Arsenal Fan TV for one reason, because they were the pioneers. Like Robbie was the pioneer. You know, they made it big. You know, this whole discussion and how to connect with like local people, our fans here. Yeah. And that's why when they were at the top, they were criticizing all the other teams. There was I think one episode where I remember Menu dropped to 6th position, and then DT or the other guy was laughing at it. Hey, you guys are like a mid-table club, which I understand at that time was totally valid. But then now look at you.
I don't know, man. I started watching them when they were making fun of Wenger.
I feel like they were too objective in that sense, and then they get everybody riled up, and then I mean it could be just for the views. Banter is one thing, but being very extremely objective is another. So I feel like, you know, it's like, I mean, I'm laughing inside lah, because you know it's like payback time.
Yeah lah, okay lah. What goes around comes around lah. So advice to Liverpool fan lah. After you all leave the club, so please take care of your humbleness. Okay.